We were very fortunate to have made contact with SouthernPrepper1. He's really going to be invaluable for giving us some, important knowledge and his skill set, things that we really are just desperate for over here. Us city folk, we're so used to going to work 9 to 5 and just having everything laid out for us. We had our grocery stores. We had, whatever we need was in a couple mile radius. Our supermarkets, our department stores, and unfortunately we just expected everything to be there forever. And it didn't take us long to figure out after the collapse that it was all gone and we were here foraging on our own. Luckily, like I said, some of us stored some things ourselves and we can manage for a little while, but it's not going to be long before we're going to have to go out there also. We were in touch with Southern Prepper. He asked us for some more information. He wants to help us out. He's a great guy, and he's really trying his best to give us as much information as we can. And he wanted to know more about our situation. So here it is. We explained to him that we have a river that's about 2 miles south of here, and we can get as much water as we need from there. We have filtration systems. We have different ways of filtering the water. That shouldn't be a problem. But it's extremely dangerous to get down to the river and to bring the water back. So we're only going out during the day. These gangs are all over the place. There's rioters everywhere. And we boarded up our home. We feel pretty secure within our house. We boarded up all of our windows, and we have a LPOP on the roof, so we're pretty secure here. Our biggest fear as far as security is fire. If a few Molotov cocktails were thrown our way, we'd be toast. I mean, we have our fire extinguishers, and we have ways of putting out small fires, but I don't know what we would do if fire would come our way. Besides that, we have enough stocked up here for a while. We also managed to board up and protect our local kosher grocery store. That was really important. We figured this out before the collapse, that they have a few weeks worth of food stocked up over there, just in case something goes wrong. We're going to go there straight away and board it up and have a 24-hour guard, which we did, and that saved a good portion of the community's food. So we're still there, and we're protecting it. During the day, we use that area as a barter. All cash is valueless at this point. The only way to get anything is through bartering, mostly through food. We also barter cigarettes and alcohol that we have, and of course ammo. All these things we didn't really think about too much in advance, and unfortunately we didn't plan a bug-out location, because at this point we don't have anywhere to go to. There are roadblocks everywhere. The gangs have siphoned most of the fuel out of the fuel tanks that are in our cars, so even if we were to get outside and get into one of these vehicles, probably wouldn't run. It would only make us, get us as far as the next roadblock of where the gangs and rioters are. So I'm not sure exactly if it's even worthwhile at this point to contemplate getting out of Dodge. That's a worst case scenario for us at this point. As long as we're able to stay here with our stocked food and water, and we're able to secure this place, we're going to stay here as long as possible. Most of the city has already fled. After a few days of not having food and water, it became obvious that they're not going to survive here, and they just went out to the hills. Probably most of them perished within days because either they were shot or they just couldn't survive on their own. Luckily, before the collapse, we decided to come up with a list. A lot of us city folk don't have the backgrounds and the skill sets necessary to survive in the wild, but we were lucky to come up with this list of people in our neighborhood, and that list is invaluable. That list is networks our community and shows each person and their special skill sets. So there are some people that are experts on ham radio and in communications, and there are other ones that are experts on firearms and can be used for security and protecting us. There are people in the community that have skill sets that came from outside, that are used to farming and used to doing all sorts of things in the field, things that we have no idea, where these things come from. So putting all this together was invaluable. Even if we don't have all the skill sets ourselves, we're able to network all these people that are in walking distance and sort of whenever we need something, we go to the expert to find out, you know, how to do it, and rely on them. You know, this isn't a long-term solution, but for now, this is what's keeping us alive. Wait, I hear something going on. Hold on one second. Yeah, there's definitely live fire out there. We're going to have to cut this short. I'll let you know what happens soon.